Hi, I'm Aaron Murch from 2H Media. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to use the Collage section in Shopify's Dawn theme. From the customizer, let's get started by clicking Add Section and choosing Collage. This is a very dynamic section to punch up pages that comes with quite a bit of customization out of the box. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is the section settings along the right-hand side of the screen. If you're used to the old customizer, these can be very easy to miss, but are very important for being able to customize the appearance of the section. The first thing we can change within the section settings is the section heading, so go ahead and type in something custom. Below the heading, we have a desktop layout setting. This allows us to display the large block on either the left or right-hand side of the screen. If you're using multiple collage sections on the same page, especially if they're back-to-back, I recommend alternating between left and right for each consecutive collage section. Next, we have a mobile layout setting, which allows us to choose between displaying the collage as is on mobile devices or reflowing the content into a column. For the purpose of this video, we're going to leave the layout settings alone and take a look at the individual blocks that make up this section. Let's start with the video block and take a look at the settings that are available to us in the right-hand menu. You'll notice that we have three settings. The first is a cover image that will be displayed before the end user clicks the play button. If you're going to create a lot of these elements, I recommend creating consistent video thumbnails, which can be used as your cover images. The next setting is fairly self-explanatory. The link field will accept either a YouTube link or a Vimeo link, and takes the end user to the video when they click the play button. The last setting we have access to within the video block is an Add Image Padding checkbox, which prevents our cover image from being cropped if it doesn't match the dimensions of the element. Moving on, let's take a look at the settings that are available within the product block. Click Product in the left-hand navigation, and then click the Select Product button that appears in the top right-hand corner of the screen. From the product list that appears, choose any product and click the Select button. Similar to adding a video element, the remaining product settings are very self-explanatory. Clicking the Show Secondary Background checkbox will change the color of the background that displays behind the product title and price. If you click the Show Second Image on Hover checkbox, the product image will change to the second image in the product gallery when you hover your mouse over this block. Finally, clicking the Add Image Padding checkbox will prevent your product images from being cropped. However, this can make them appear quite small, so we typically recommend leaving this unchecked. Continuing to explore the available blocks, let's click Collection in the left-hand navigation. Much like selecting a product, we can choose a collection by clicking the Select Collection button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Choose any collection on your online store and click the Select button. You'll see that the title in the collection block automatically changes, and if the collection block is clicked, it will take us to the collection page. If you're using a collection image, we can once again choose to add image padding, but again, we'll recommend keeping this blank to avoid the images appearing too small. Note that if your collection does not have an image, only the collection title will be displayed. By clicking the drop-down under Color Scheme, you'll see that we have several background colors available for this block. The full list of available colors can be modified by clicking Theme Settings in the bottom left-hand side of the screen and selecting Colors. Be careful before adjusting these settings because they will be applied across your entire online store, not just this specific block or section. So this is all great so far. Now you've seen how to modify the basic blocks that appear by default in this section, but we can actually get a lot more out of this section in terms of customization. Let's start by dragging some of these blocks around to change the appearance. If we drag the product block, for example, to the top of the section, you'll see that it now appears as the largest box, giving it more priority on the page. This is a great way of highlighting specific individual products on your Shopify store. With your collection block selected, click the Remove Block link in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You'll notice that the remaining blocks have automatically expanded to fill the available space. This is a great way of creating custom layouts using this collage section. You should also see an Add Block link appear in the left-hand navigation. Let's click on that and see our available options. You should notice right away that we're not limited to one of each kind of block. This means if you want to use all three blocks to display products or collections, you have that option. You'll also notice that there's an image block available that we haven't touched on. Let's go ahead and add an image block so we can dive into its settings. Exploring the settings that appear on the right-hand side of the screen, these should all be very familiar to you by now. By clicking the Select Image button, we can choose an image from our online store or upload a new image. Clicking the Add Image Padding checkbox will prevent your image from being cropped. And the Color Scheme section can be used to adjust the color of the padding that appears around the image. Continue customizing your collage section until you're happy with the layout and design. Once you've finished, click the Save button in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and your changes will be pushed to the front end of Shopify. So there you have it. If you followed along with this entire video, you now know how to add and customize a collage section in Shopify's Dawn theme.